Our bullpen's been the best part of what we got going lately. Pimentel was outstanding tonight, and I loved it when the bases or when they had the runners on second and third, and he came and just shut the door. I saw a different gear right there, and that's always good to see. It tells you who he is as a man. He's a fighter, man. He ain't gonna give up nothing, and that's just a testament to who he is, man. That was a really impressive moment in the game for him and for us. Our bullpen's been solid.
Does Dorsch remind you of Jared Hughes at all? I know that's somebody that he kind of looks up to a little bit in this organization.
Yeah, he does, and it would be. I think the personalities are a little different. I kind of would like to see Dorsch maybe adopt Hughes' personality a little bit and it'd be almost like a clone. But yeah, he does remind me of him. He throws his stuff. They have the same, sinker balls, sinker slider type guys. Big bodied, kind of funky looking, but yeah.
They kind of said they kind of shipped him back to extended to work on some things mechanically. Did he seem to make a lot of strides there in Bradenton?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, he has trouble with his angle at times, and for him, it's because he's so tall, and his release point changes at times because he hasn't quite figured that part of his game out yet. But when it's right, he does it, and like we saw it sporadically tonight, where he'd go up in the zone a little bit, and he was able to kind of regain it and get it where he wanted to. But he has times where his angle gets up in the zone, but when he's down, he can be really effective, as we saw tonight. He did a really good job for us tonight. So yeah, he made some strides, but he's still going.
Coach, as a catcher, what are you seeing out of Brett? Did he struggle a little bit?
Helton?
Yes, sir.
Right now, his off speed's ineffective. The slider is an inconsistent release point, causing inconsistent breaks. And I think when he's throwing it, he really doesn't know where it's going, whether it be up or a good one. Tonight we actually started switching over to the curveball a little bit, and I think that might be a route we want to go. I liked the curveball better than the slider. He doesn't have the feel for the slider now. We need to develop the slider. It needs to get better because for as hard as he throws, he can't just be fastball curveball. He needs something that comes off that fastball plane. But right now, it's the ineffectiveness of his off speed that's letting his fastball be so easily hit. You don't have to respect the off speed, you can just sit fastball.
You mentioned last time he had started about using his fastball more. Do you think he used his fastball or as much as you wanted to?
He used it more tonight.
It seemed to in the first.
Yeah, he used it more. But at the same time, there was no adjustment made. We forced the adjustment onto the curveball. He kept going with the slider, but that's just young. He doesn't know himself. That's our job to teach him who he is. Let him know, hey, maybe mix the curveball a little bit if you can't find the slider. Sometimes when you find the curveball, the slider naturally just gets a little bit better.
Christian Kelly, a young kid, calling pitches in a game really for the first time. Maybe you can relate to that coming out of college. But how have you seen him grow in that area?
He's getting better. The Pro Bowl game is definitely a lot different than the college game, just because of the wooden bat. There's a learning curve. The guys are bigger and stronger, but at the same time, there's limitations to what they can do because of the bat. And I think you have to kind of start over a little bit. It's just a different type of game. He's doing a good job. 4 runs. They had a big inning, but other than that, he called a great game tonight. The big thing right now is we need to avoid the big inning. The big inning's been killing us lately. It's been putting us out of the game, and but overall, if you take the large bulk of work, it's pretty solid, especially from our bullpen.
Last question.
Do you have anything that you can work on as a team? You're struggling offensively.
We have a lot of things we can work on.
Handful of guys. Do you have the time to do it other than the BP? What can you work on? What are you working on?
Our direction to the ball needs to be better. Too many balls in the air. And we hit him with it tonight after the game, because you got to let him fail a little bit before you can, if a guy's hitting 320, he's not going to listen to you. But if a guy's hitting $180, he'll listen to you. So you let them do what they're going to do, and then when they're ready to listen, which right now some of these guys are, you address it. We just need to get our direction to the ball a little better. We're working on the bottom side of the ball, working on the inside bottom side of the ball. And what happens is, in college with an aluminum bat, you get away with it because the bat will hit the ball. But here, when guys are throwing hard, if you work under the ball, that thing gets by you. And right now, they're not used to that. So we're starting tomorrow. Some guys are ready to listen. We're going to start working on top of the ball, especially on this turf field.
Thank you.
How's Kevin Newman coming along?
He's coming good. He's negative. He's day to day right now, but nothing to worry us. Nothing to worry us. We'll just take him day to day, and we'll see how it is tomorrow.